Amizu, what's good, bro? How you doing? Yeah, yeah, we're right back at it. See, yeah, back with the tiny brushes again. See, had to had to cut my grass when I came home just now, bro. Man, it's so hot out there, bitch, bro. Now my had to wash my hair. Now my hair all wet. We supposed to we're supposed to get some more rain this week. So if I didn't cut that grass today, shit, after the next couple of days of rain, I would have had to goddamn call somebody to do that shit for me. That's That's why I'm still inside, bro. It's too hot out there right now, bro. But knowing, I know myself. I get lazy in the evenings, bro. After a certain time, I don't want to do shit. I say soon as I came home, bro. So I came in the house, put on the goddamn yard clothes, and went right out that bitch. Let me get that shit done now, because when I procrastinate on yard work, that shit just don't get done. Oh, I do it later when it cools off. No, by that time I'm smoking, playing video games with no motivation at all, none. What is this? Is that me? I hope that's me. Splash of water from my hair because there's some kind of spots on my canvas and I don't like that shit. What is that? No, what is that? Oh, oh my god, is that coming off the air conditioner or something? Right. I'm about to knock shit over. Ah, you can't see it. You see that one though? There's a little spot right here. Trying to see that little spot right there? What the fuck is that? It's hard to see these things, but there's one here. There's one there. You can kind of see that little spot right there. And then there's one like right there. Hey, Boozy, what a doozy. I don't know what the little spots is. I don't know if it's moisture blowing and leaping off the AC or I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna stress it. Is what I'm gonna do. It's not stressing. You know, whatever that spot is gonna get painted up. Painted up. All right, got brushes. Got a nice little sturdy drink right here. It's leaching up from the canvas. Damn. Windy. Hey, what's up? So that shit leaching up through the canvas itself. All right. Oh shit. Trying to finalize this album, guys. There's a couple of tracks. Fuck around with this Suno shit. All right. I think I am going to replace the song Rebel with the new version, but I think I made a new version of Awake, and I might try to merge those two because It's not that I hate the original version, but this new prompt, this new prompt sounds pretty good too. So we're gonna listen to these and see which ones we actually gonna keep, or if we need to mash some stuff up together.
In the streets you can't pretend. Better watch who you offend. Cause once that drama starts, man, that shit don't ever end. In the streets you can't pretend. In the streets you can't pretend. I don't even pay attention when you niggas talking shit. Y'all some creepy niggas, dry snitching, trying to sneak a diss. You a bitch, and I know that shit hard to admit. Got no time for arguments, you need to talk before you slip. Put my paws on your cheek, put hot sauce on the whip. You a little dog, I'm the big boss, I'm legit. I kindly beg your pardon if you pop off with the politics. And if you chasing fame, you probably swimming in the pool of piss. You ludicrous, I'm stacking cash, running with them hooligans. If you want the drama, then you looking for some foolishness. I'm eating steaks at Ruth Chris. You eat a sandwich with a fist. I always hit and never miss. Leave your ass in the abyss. Got more bounce than the brick. Whip it off and make it hard. You probably jumped off the porch, but you stayed in the yard. All them pills and that syrup keep your brain in the fog, and they take your flesh and bones if you play with my dog. Don't want the drama. You don't want the drama. Instigate the monster. You don't want the problem. We just blowing scum. Trying to get some commas. We just stacking dollars. We don't wanna holler. Don't want the drama. You don't want the drama. Instigate the monster. You don't want the problem. We just blowing scum. Trying to get some commas. We just stacking dollars. We don't wanna holler. I'm the main character. You niggas just some NPCs. So I know you envy me. I beat you like an MP3. I'm hotter than the third degree and burn you like a DVD. My green is always praying and you blowing on that CBD. Y'all sweeter than the nectarines. Best if you don't test my team. Cause if it come to blows, ain't nobody gonna intervene. The path that you chose. Let your ass right to the guillotine. Shooting from the baseline, pulling from the waistline. Time is money, I won't let you waste mine. The murder rate case size, so you know the stakes side. If you playing outside, Killer Village, Drama City. Niggas know we do or die. Better watch who you supply. Choose a side or suicide. Don't want the drama. You don't want the drama. Instigate the monster. You don't want the problem. We just blowing scars. Trying to get them commas. We just stacking dollars. We don't wanna holler. Don't want the drama. You don't want the drama. Instigate the monster. You don't want the problem. We just blowing scars. Trying to get them commas. We just stacking dollars. We don't wanna holler. In these streets you can't pretend. Better watch who you offend. Cause once that drama starts, then that shit don't ever end. In these streets you can't pretend. Better watch who you offend. Cause once that drama starts, man, that shit don't ever end. In the streets you can't pretend. In the streets you can't
Yeah.
Are storming the Capitol building. If you're hearing this transmission, no one is safe and evacuation orders are in effect.
All right. You're right, bro. Because I done had some canvases with certain parts just would not hold paint. You got to gesso that shit, sand that bitch. Use some wax or some sealer they put on at the factory. You're gonna fuck up the canvas. I wonder why it's not right here. All right, so this song, we're either gonna keep one or the other, or we're gonna try to mash them together. I like both versions.
Trap house entertainment. You gotta rebel to be a rebel. You gotta reach hell to be a devil. You gotta break bread to get the bezel. You gotta make sales before you settle. Foot on the pedal. You niggas jello. I pop up with the chopper and I hit with the hello. The river with no paddle in the water pitch yellow. So you gotta be a rebel just to make it out the ghetto. Change gon' come with the funds or the guns. Cause a grown ass man can survive off of crumbs. And I still shake hands with the fiends and the bums. You know the real ass rebels always came from the slums. You know the real ass rebels always came from the slums. You know the real ass rebels always came from the slums. And I still shake hands with the fiends and the bums. You know the real ass rebels always came from the slums. If you play the game, then you know no one is innocent. You gonna get some battle scars, wounds, and some blemishes. You gotta toe the line, hold it tight and keep it militant. Selling and listen the same word, just spelled different. Man, I sit and gather my thoughts and polish up my image shit. Recruiting some new membership. My plans are deliberate. The people won't rally if demands are legitimate. You better stand on business without pulling no ligament. Change gon' come with the funds or the guns. Cause a grown ass man can survive off of crumbs. And I still shake hands with the fiends and the bums. You know the real ass rebels always came from the slums. You know the real ass rebels always came from the slums. You know the real ass rebels always came from the slums. And I still shake hands with the fiends and the bums. You know the real ass rebels always came from the slums.
The rebels are storming the Capitol building. If you're hearing this transmission, no one is safe and evacuation orders are in effect. Trap house entertainment.
Yeah. You gotta rebel to be a rebel. You gotta reach hell to be a devil. You gotta break bread to get the bezel. You gotta make sales before you settle. Foot on the pedal. You niggas jello. I pop up with the chopper and I hit them with it. Up the river with no paddle in the water piss yellow. So you gotta be a rebel just to make it out the ghetto. Change gon' come with the funds or the guns. Cause a grown ass man can't survive off of crumbs. And I still shake hands with the fiends and the bumps. You know the real ass rebels always came from the slums. You know
Always came from the slums.
yes, you know the real ass rebels.
Always came from the slums.
And I still shake hands with the fiends and the bums. You know the real ass rebels.
Always came from the slums.
If you play the game, then you know no one is innocent. You gon' get some battle scars, wounds, and some blemishes. You gotta toe the line, hold it tight, and keep it militant. Silent and listen, the same word just felt different. I sit and gather my thoughts and polish up my penmanship. Recruiting some new membership, my plans are deliberate. The people won't rally if demands aren't legitimate. You better stand on business without pulling no ligaments. Change gon' come with the funds or the guns. Cause a grown ass man can't survive off of crumbs. And I still shake hands with the fiends and the bums. You know the real ass rebels always came from the slums.
Always came from the slums.
You know the real ass rebels.
Always came from the slums.
And I still shake hands with the fiends and the bums. You know the real ass rebels.
Always came from the slums.
storming the rebels are storming the Capitol building.
If you're hearing this transmission,
Yo, P was good.
No one is safe and evacuation orders are in effect.
Trap House Entertainment. Trap House Entertainment. Trap House. You gotta rebel to be a rebel. You gotta reach hell to be a devil. You gotta break bread to get the bezel. You gotta make cells before you settle. Foot on the pedal. You niggas jello. I pop up with the chopper and I hit 'em with the up the river with no paddle when the water gets yellow. So you gotta be a rebel just to make it out the ghetto. Change gon' come with the funds or the guns, cause a grown ass man can survive off of crumbs. And I still shake hands with the fiends and the bums. You know the real ass rebels always came from the slums. You know the real ass rebels always came from the slums. You know the real ass rebels always came from the slums. And I still shake hands with the fiends and the bums. You know the real ass rebels always came from the slums. If you play the game, then you know no one is innocent. You gonna get some battle scars, wounds, and some blemishes. You gotta toe the line, hold it tight and keep it militant. Selling and listen the same word, just spelled different. I sit and gather our thoughts and polish up my image shit, recruiting some new membership. My plans are deliberate. The people won't rally if demands are legitimate. You better stand on business without pulling no ligament. Change gon' come with the funds or the guns, cause a grown ass man can survive off of crumbs. And I still shake hands with the fiends and the bums. You know the real ass rebels always came from the slums. You know the real ass rebels always came from the slums. You know the real ass rebels always came from the slums. And I still shake hands with the fiends and the bums. You know the real ass rebels always came from the slums.
The rebels are storming the Capitol building. If you're hearing this transmission, no one is safe and evacuation orders are in effect. Trap House Entertainment.
Yeah. You gotta rebel to be a rebel. You gotta reach hell to be a devil. You gotta break bread to get the bezel. You gotta make cells before you settle. Foot on the pedal. You niggas jello. I pop up with the chopper and I hit 'em with it. Up the river with no paddle and the water gets yellow. So you gotta be a rebel just to make it out the ghetto. Change gon' come with the funds or the guns, cause a grown ass man can't survive off of crumbs. And I still shake hands with the fiends and the bumps. You know the real ass rebels always came from the slums. You know
Always came from the slums.
you know the real ass rebels.
Always came from the slums.
And I still shake hands with the fiends and the bums. You know the real ass rebels.
Always came from the slums.
If you play the game, then you know no one is innocent. You gon' get some battle scars, wounds, and some blemishes. You gotta toe the line, hold it tight, and keep it militant. Silent and listen, the same word just felt different. I sit and gather my thoughts and polish up my penmanship, recruiting some new membership. My plans are deliberate. The people won't rally if demands are legitimate. You better stand on business without pulling no ligaments. Change gon' come with the funds or the guns, cause a grown ass man can't survive off of crumbs. And I still shake hands with the thieves and the bums. You know the real ass rebels always came from the slums.
Always came from the slums.
You know the real ass rebels.
Always came from the slums.
And I still shake hands with the thieves and the bums. You know the real ass rebels.
Always came from the slums.
Which one of those we like the best? That first one or the second one? Oh, yeah. I seen that coming. And yo, they putting Akira back in the movies for one day, yo. One day in September. I don't think they announced the exact day yet. I haven't seen a day, but they said in September in select theaters they're gonna have Akira in remastered 4K on the big screen, bro. I already told my girl like, yo, if that shit comes anywhere near us, I'm going to the movies to see Akira on the fucking big screen, bro. Period. He said about that Ghost in the Shell. If you know, you know. Major Motoko Kusanagi. The Major. If you know, you know. Ghost in the Shell is an anime that really fucking set that shit up for me, though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Be kind. Please rewind. If you ain't got one of these, I can't. You can't really tell me you were a fan of Ghost in the Shell. I had this shit for 30 years. Damn near. The original box art. Still got my VHS Ghost in the Shell. Still got my VHS motherfucking Akira, bruh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If they put this shit in the theaters, bruh, this is the only way I've ever watched it. It's like VHS and DVD. But if I can see this shit on the big screen one time, take my money, nigga. Take my money. Gotta go. I got to. It's mandatory. I go see Akira in the big screen. Oh, Ghost in the Shell. Right. Ghost in the Shell. 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 Oh, I'm in there. Oh, I'm definitely gonna watch the new series. That's mandatory. Can't not watch it. Oh, I gotta have these up here. I don't know about that. The Berserk, the whole fucking original series to Berserk, because they remastered it. The remastered version isn't bad either. But I got the original Berserk. Most people never even seen this shit. Interstellar 5555. This Daft Punk. This a Daft Punk anime movie. Oh, anime. Oh yeah. Let me get some of that. Especially the old classic stuff. Now, a lot of the new shit, I ain't up on that shit. I ain't up on a lot of the new shit. But you give me some goddamn Vampire Hunter D, and some goddamn Akira, I'm in there. I'm in there like Swimway. Can you buy? Oh, buddy. But I love you like a brother. I swear I do. I done learned my lesson about loaning out my anime. My VHS, you tell. Oh, I got that shit in my will. You know what? I really need to get me a safety deposit box at the bank. Put my VHSs in there. You know what I'm saying? Just in case. For the just in case currents, you know. For security purposes only. I'm big on Ghost in the Shell. Super big on Ghost in the Shell. I watched that shit when I was in middle school. The first time I seen the original Ghost in the Shell animated movie, I was in middle school, and it really changed the way I looked at animation. It changed the way I looked at what is considered a cartoon and what's considered a movie. And it definitely changed the way I looked at sci-fi and future technology, because that shit came out before the goddamn Matrix. Ghost in the Shell, the animated movie, came out before the Matrix. It came out right around the time the internet was just getting popular and picking up speed, but you still had to have money to get a line in your house and to have internet service. Like early internet, I never had internet in my house when I was growing up. Couldn't afford that shit. We had no fucking computer, none of that shit. So Ghost in the Shell came out around that time when like the net was just taking off. But the way he envisioned the future of technology and AI integration, robotics, cybernetics, Ghost in the Shell is like no other. And I've never read any of the source manga, which I feel like I can't really say I'm a true fan. But all of the animated stuff is just fucking awesome, bro. Like, I don't know, I love the world that they create in their series. Oh, that's where I used to get my movies from, Blockbuster, bro. I go to Blockbuster, or we had this one place called Video City, and after a movie has been on the shelf for so long, you just buy that shit. I'll go in there and I'll rent movies, and if I like that shit, I'll just buy that shit. And it was only like $13, like $9 or $13 or something like that. I can clearly remember paying about $9 for my copy of Akira. And back in the day, $9 for a kid, that was a lot of fucking money, bro. I bought that fucking VHS though. Akira came out in 1988. We was kids when this shit came out, bro. I'm wrong. Well, I think we got an American dub version in 88, but this shit right here says 87, 1987, Akira team licensed by Kodomisha. 1987, 87, 88 for Akira. Most people say 88. I think that's when they dubbed it. But and Ghost in the Shell was 96, I think. I'm off by a year again, 95. Copyright. Production running time 82 minutes, approximately copyright 1995. And like I say, who had the internet in 95? Anybody had the internet in their house in 1995? Not a lot of us. But the way the story shows how they use something like the internet. Focus, camera, you ditzy ass cheap piece of fucking Korean shit. I don't know if it was made in Korea. I'm just being racist. Yeah, Akira and Ghost in the Shell, and then I would have to put Vampire Hunter D up in there. I think those are my 3 favorite animes of all time, or animated movies. Animated movies. Akira, Ghost in the Shell, and Vampire Hunter D. You don't get no more classic than that shit, bro. I'm telling you. That's the holy trinity right there. As far as TVs, as like episodic series, I ain't even gonna lie, yo. Avatar: The Last Airbender, that's probably like my favorite animated series, yo, from Nickelodeon. American writers with a Korean studio doing artwork. So it's it's not traditional Japanese animation, but it's just, it really takes that anime style. And I don't know, I love that. I love that series, yo. I lost that in a move one time, but I had the whole box collection of that shit. The first story of the Airbender with Aang, because they redid it with Korra. I watched a couple episodes of that. Never really got into that series, yo. But the first one, it was 3 seasons to that shit, yo. And I had all 3 seasons, every episode of the Aang saga. And that was a good show, though. Last Airbender. If you never watched it, watch it. You'll like it, trust me. I might be on that Ghost in the Shell tonight. Now there is one Ghost in the Shell series they did that I don't have. I ain't like that shit, bro. They made it too CGI instead of like traditional animation. It was like computer shit. I don't like that style of animation. Sometimes they do it good, sometimes no. Because I do got a couple of like films like that. The game series Final Fantasy. They did 2 movies for Final Fantasy. The first one was The Spirits Within. And for the time it came out, bro, the animation is so fucking good, bro. That shit was so good. That shit blew my mind how good that fucking CGI was. And then they did another one called Advent Children. But those films were good like that with that, like I say, the CGI animation, they look gorgeous. But I don't know, like I don't know. I don't want to see Ghost in the Shell like that. Pato, Togusa, Saito, Boma. First Ghost in the Shell, that shit got like a lot of philosophical questions in that shit, yo. about being human and what makes you human. Is it that you're a human because you feel like you're a human, or you're a human because other people treat you like you're a human, or just because you say you are? Fuck this shit up. Fuck this shit up bad today. I would say so. And and for that era, Thundercats definitely had a different look to it. I mean, all the action cartoons back in the day had like the muscle bound heroes, but like the style of Thundercats, it was a little different. And I think even even American cartoons back then were trying to lean towards that type of anime style, because a lot of the grittier cartoons are definitely not like. There's a difference between Thundercats and goddamn Bugs Bunny, in the animation style, in the themes and things, the concepts that they talk about is very different. And I always look at Hanna Barbera, Yogi Bear, and Snaggerpuss, and Looney Tunes with Daffy Duck and Porky Pig. Like those are cartoons to me. That's a cartoon. Doug and Rocco's Modern Life, Rugrats. Those are cartoons. Thundercats was like you say, it's like anime. That shit wasn't like a cartoon. You know, Gummy Bears was a cartoon. Voltron was an anime, and I like both of them. I would sit down and watch goddamn uh, Tom and Jerry for hours, but then I sit down and watch Ronin Warriors and all that shit for hours too. This they enemy named Mumbra. Fucking mummy, bro. What? Mumra. Then Thundercats that's my favorite. Thundercats my favorite anime series. Hey, bro, fuck around and find out, nigga. not the Thundercat Puma. I seen them. Let me get it. I don't care. Size 9. I don't even care how much it costs. Let me get them, bro. You want to try them on? Nope. Nope. Let me size 9. Let me get that. Get them right now. Let's go ahead and take them off your hands, my kind sir. Oh, Top Cat had a fucking gang too, yo. His gang was like a gang though. Yo, I got to see that shit now. Wait a minute, this motherfucker said Top Cat. And he had a big black cat with him. Hold on, bro. Hold on, I think about something different, yo. I remember this dude, but there was Heathcliff, and then there was another cat too. Damn. Remember Top Cat though. This motherfucker was cool as shit. There's another cat. This motherfucker had a game. What is it? Top Cat? I don't know. I'm gonna think about something else. That's a good question. Now I ain't never heard that. I'm missing out on it. If they remade it like an animated series, because you know they try to take all our shit from the 80s and 90s and turn it into live action stuff. Like, I don't know, man. Honestly, for a while I thought remakes were cool, but I don't even like remakes no more. It don't seem like they ever get them shits right, bro. Like they never get that shit right. Especially if they're trying to like change the medium from a cartoon to live action. That shit is hard to do. Or from an anime series to a movie, like a live action movie. Like, I don't know. I don't know how One Piece is going, if it's going well or not, but like to take that source material and to turn it into something different, like that shit is hard to do. So I can't even hate on people who try to, write the script for something else. Take the source material and write it for a different format. I can't imagine like how difficult that is to try to make it still be good, but most of the time, motherfuckers fail at doing that shit. Y'all remember the Dragon Ball Z movie? Y'all remember the Ghost in the Shell live action movie? After that, I was like, oh man, look, leave that shit alone. They redid Ghostbusters with all women, not hating on the women, but like I don't even want to see remakes from that, bro. You just fucking up my childhood now. Like, there's some movies you should just leave alone. Or if you do remake it, try to do it exactly. Like one of the better remakes they did was Psycho. They just remade the movie. Yeah, my childhood cartoons and stuff like that. We're gonna do it. I don't even want to see that shit, bro. That shit was good. How I remember it. Fuck. That's what I say. Even when they remastered Berserk, it wasn't a remaster. They actually like did it over. but they did it damn near scene for scene, damn near the same exact dialogue script with just newer animation. And I was like, all right, but then they did change some stuff, and like I think they combined a couple of episodes to try to make them shorter or something. I don't know. I never finished watching the remake of Berserk. Honestly, I already have the original on DVD, and I've watched that shit like 5 times over. I don't need to watch a new version of it. They did a reboot in 2011. Even though it was one season, that's a lot of fucking episodes, bro. That's a lot of fucking episodes. Thundercats 2011? This motherfucker look based as shit, yo. Oh, hell no. That's what I'm saying, dude. Who the fuck is this guy? Wah, wah, wah. I don't want to see that shit. Look at his face right here. He's startled and confused. No, sir. He looked like he said, "Oh, gee willikers." I don't know, man. I might be too harsh of a critic. But I go, well, wait. I guess not. Because this clip right here says, why did Thundercats fail? Because the motherfucker looks soft as shit, for one. Like, who drew him like that, bro? That's that dude right there. Like, this dude don't look soft. I don't know. I don't know. The comparison to me, just right off the bat, just okay. Looking at that character, damn, it goes so fast. Looking at that character, or this character, I'd rather him be the hero. He looks mature and masculine. This guy looks like a fucking dweeb, and I don't know how they. I mean, what is this? His face too slim? You don't got the 5 o'clock shadow. I don't know. His hair is all like Dragon Ball Z hair. Yeah, and the crew just looks goofy compared to like these guys. He looked mean. He looked like one of them guys who's probably not a mean person, but always got a bad attitude, like Stanley on fucking The Office. But who the fuck is this gentleman here? They don't look. You know what? They look menacing. They look tough. They look like they could kick some butt. These guys look like they're on a quest to find the magic sunflower or some shit. I don't fucking know. I'm hating on that shit so hard, bro. My bad. I ain't even, like I said, I ain't never even knew that shit was a thing until just now. But immediately, those were my first takes on just screenshots of the animation. This is why I don't want to watch remakes of my childhood. I remember that shit so fucking different. Why, as a kid, we had very masculine G.I. Joe, thunder, 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 I have the power. And now they're like all these fucking, my emotions are taking control, but I can calm myself with meditation. Yo, what the fuck, dude? Our cartoons were different. Just looking at that. Just looking at the thumbnails. And then you scroll for like a few videos and like, why did it fail? I don't know why it fell, but I don't even like the animation. I don't even like the style of animation. Who designed these characters? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Hold on. Wait a minute. Ma'am, you got a little stain. You got little stains on your booty up here sticking your tongue out trying to twerk. You need to go wipe your butt, ma'am. April O'Neil? See, this is why I can't fucking be on the internet, because I get caught doom scrolling, yo. Who did a fucking AI?
News. Stay safe.
That shit froze.
Silence her!
I will shut your mouth I'm asking you this message. Keep your mouth shut.
What the fuck is this? Did she ride up on Yoshi? So wait a minute, is this Princess Toadstool versus April
You
O'Neil?
never win any money, and you can't even throw a single dime. That's the one you should realize.
I don't know. AI is getting out of hand. What the fuck?
Okay. Just go ahead and be in the kitchen. I'm a firm believer that, women belong in the kitchen, man belong in the kitchen, everybody belongs in the kitchen. There's food in there. But clearly, if you're going to correct me on everything that I do because you got to meditate, you belong in, it's your kitchen now. Be in the kitchen. Shit. Sir, you belong in the kitchen. Okay? Just go ahead and be in the kitchen. I'm a firm believer that, women belong in the kitchen, man belong in the kitchen, everybody belongs in the kitchen. There's food in there. But clearly, if you're going to correct me on everything that I do because you got to meditate, you belong in, it's your kitchen now. Be in the kitchen. Shit.
He ain't wrong. This motherfucker did everything.
You know recently about my Forerunner, and I love.
Yeah, I ain't even know this was a thing. I ain't even know that you could do gymnastics with a ring. You got my home. Get up there. Ooh. to spin around on a bitch, spread eagle that motherfucker, and then think about that motherfucker. Say hey to a bitch, wrap around there, grab with your hands, split, tat out, so majestic, tat out. We going all the way over. She did the hands, man. I see walking on it, grab it. Red Eagle then. Red Eagle. Roll. Roll back on.
The homies got to get that one.
Yo, shout out to this family, man. Just 2 days before, you have the same situation going on, as far as the Nolan Wells situation. And I mean, the only black dude with white friends going to some water. So you have this black boy named Marquise. He goes out to the lake with his white friends, right? They leave him stranded. To them, they get the clown of him, making monkey sounds and everything. Luckily, this family comes in and saves this little boy. Mind you, they hearing everything that these friends are saying to this black boy. So they paddle over and they say, you know what? Just hold on and we'll get you to where you need to go to. I want y'all to just listen in this video what they saying. And it might be a little long, they might think me, but I need to drop this message. Look at this.
Yo! You still up? You still up? Yo, helmet cams and war is fucking crazy. Yo, the helmet cams and the drone cameras, like we see so much of war now. Fuck. We see so much of actual war that shit don't even hardly mean shit. Because, damn, I'm sitting here laughing at that shit. It's just like, yeah, we're not gonna really watch out who gets their hands on this footage. Yeah, just put that shit on the internet for everybody to see. The drone footage, that should be the wildest shit to me, bro. That'd be the wildest shit. For the simple fact that the drone pilots, once again, you're so far away, bro. You're like a couple miles away and no threat or harm or danger or anything. And you chasing the motherfucker down with a little robot trying to kill their ass. I find that shit is cruel and unusual. Nigga, if you want to kill me, you come out here and you do that shit face to face, bro. Come kill me. That way, at least I have a chance of killing your ass back. Nigga, you about 3-4 miles away from here. Shit ain't fair. A fan of Toronto and said, you know what? I want my show to look just like that. Exactly like that. I think our Thundercats. Now, once again, haven't seen it, but you know, there's a lot of topics you can put into children's programming to get them to think about big issues. So I'm not sure what they're talking about in these shows, or what problems the heroes have to solve. I say just from looking at the images itself. I'm good on that. Oh, they're coming out with a new Avatar movie. And it's like a grown-up thing. Why? Because Korra's character is fucking sucky. She doesn't get a movie. They took it back to they say, you know what, we'd rather just continue that story and just make that nigga wrong. Original Nickelodeon series of The Last Airbender were so good, you could just hear somebody in the background saying, let's make one with a girl. Like, who agreed on that? Why did everybody say, yeah, that's great? Like, no. And since then, they've made a live action movie with Aang, a live action TV series with Aang, and they don't even. And now they're making another a full length movie with an adult Aang, and it's like y'all not even using the Korra character at all anymore. Sheesh.
Right? Option atas, office, jika, jika, setelah, jika, kata insert, setelah, you, insert, setelah, saya, setelah, lantas, sini saya siapa? Aku dah.
Good comms?
What do you even say to this? They are speaking a completely different language, specifically designed for Rubik's Cube duos. His callouts on the cube were effectively just punching in cheat codes. He said, F run done.
And his teammate just started.
Honestly, it all makes sense now. This is the exact enemy team I faced every time I queue up a ranked game. Whatever these kids decide to do, cure cancer, become a dentist, one thing is for certain. The sky is quite literally the limit.
Right? RC, Alpha, L6, GG, L6, G5, L, G, E5, J, Silus, E5, Tackle Insert, Silus, U, Insert, Sin Right, Slicer, Silus, Left Insert. Sin SS, F5, F4 Dog.
Even say to this, they are speaking a completely different language specifically designed for Rubik's Cube duos. His callouts on the cube were effectively just punching in cheat codes. He said, F1 done.
And his teammate just started.
F4 Dog.
Honestly, it all makes sense now. This is the exact enemy team I face every time I queue up a ranked game. Whatever these kids decide to do, cure cancer, become a dentist, one thing is for certain. The sky is quite literally the limit.
Right? RC, Alpha, L6, GG, L6, G5, L, G, E5, J, Silus, E5, Tackle Insert, Silus, U, Insert, Sin Right, Slicer, Silus, Left Insert, Sin SS, F5, F4 Dog.
Good comms.
What do you even say to this? They are speaking a completely different language specifically designed for Rubik's Cube duos. His callouts on the cube were effectively just punching in cheat codes. He said, F1 done.
And his teammate just started.
F4 Dog.
Honestly, it all makes sense now. This is the exact enemy team I face every time I queue up a ranked game. Whatever these kids decide to do, cure cancer, become a dentist, one thing is for certain. The sky.
That's pretty
How
impressive.
fast the handle of the helicopter? Hey, female to female.
You got to fight?
Then I'm on now.
All right, man. Let me see your fight stick.
Out of New York.
What's 2 punches? Oh, you get. You see that one again? You think you could beat this right now?
To be honest, I don't know.
Let me see your fighting stance. Oh, yeah. You fight professionally?
No.
No?
I'm
Think you could beat his ass?
I think his hands are a little tall. I think they're a little high. Elbows are supposed to be inside and get hit in the fucking face. And he was bending your first knee, and he looks like he's pitching a fucking baseball.
Let me see your fighting stance. Let me see yours. Let me see yours.
Hands up, cheek low.
Face this way. Oh, you are? You think you can whoop this guy's ass?
The thing is, you gotta take that leg out first.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The point is, when somebody comes at you,
Yeah, let me see your fighting stance. Let me see yours. Let me see yours.
same thing. He puts in his stuff. Kick, boom, boom. See, he's gonna try to throw that first punch. That's when he boom, slap.
You think you could beat him up?
I mean, I don't know what you know. I know what I know. I mean,
Let me see your fighting stance. You got to fight?
then I'm on now.
All right, man. Let me see your fighting stance.
Out of New York.
What's 2 punches?
Yo, this is crazy because this is whoever this is. This shit is like right down the street from my house. Yeah, this motherfucker went downtown, fuck with all these people out there. Ask motherfuckers can they fight. What the fuck? Oh boy.
Blueprint to scaling global franchises so powerful, it turned Disney's $4 billion Marvel acquisition into $54 billion. But Disney isn't the only company harnessing that power. Enter Skybound. We create and own incredible stories, build a global audience, then scale monetization through games and merchandise. Invincible and The Walking Dead proved the model. This is your chance to invest as we take on the $300 billion gaming industry, the largest entertainment market on the planet. Become a shareholder in Skybound today. There's a blueprint to scaling global franchises so powerful.
You doing a live video? Yeah. Yo. Yes, Bob. Yes, Bob. I'm going to. Yeah. All good. Okay. You just turn around for me, please. Okay. You just put the bag down, please. Why'd you call? Because I was talking on stream. Attack on stream. Right on video. Speak with this officer. Okay. I was live streaming.
That's crazy. He called the cops.
All right, we are going.
Cops were straight at his ass.
Before we see the reveal, me I tell you this right now. From the sound where me just hear, me I tell you say that fool you dry. Me I tell you say that. Let me play the sound again. Listen to that sound here, you know. Dry. When we say dry, dry. Sound like a rock stone you cook. Sea stone, pebbles you cook. That is meant to be a seafood boil, you know. And it just dries something on here. You know what you should do? Turn that pan then on trash can and just throw it outside. Or go for the trash can and just throw it in there because I trash that. I trash. One bag of wasted seafood that. You waste not a pinch of salt and pepper on the pan that. Not in a grade. Not in a grade and not type of season. Where you boil it now by the way? Oh, you boil it and make it so dry. Where you boil it now? What did you boil it in a ear? In a ear you boil it? That can't be seafood. I must river. A river food boil that or a lake. Well, it looks so fresh. It looks fresher than when it come out of the water. If a seafood you get that out of salt water, me I tell you say you boil out every piece of salt because you don't know when you catch fish, seafood from the sea, salt water, it have it soaking at them. Yeah? That boil out. That boat you boil out every but you don't even know what it tastes. What it could that taste like? What it could that taste like? Water. A water food boil that. Before we see the reveal, me I tell you this right now. From the sound where me just hear, me I tell you say that fool you dry. Me I tell you say that. Let me play the sound again. Listen to that sound here, you know. That dry. When we say dry, dry. So,
Produced by Kiki Benny.
That shit hard, hey.
Produced by Kiki Benny.
British Javits Center, biggest construction project in the history of New York, falls into the lap of the Irish.
The Gambino is the most powerful crime family in the whole country.
This gotta end.
This Irish guy's threatening war.
You gotta go.
As long as I'm breathing.
Keep out of Hell's Kitchen.
Produced by Kiki Billy.
Easier when I did it with my wife. It took me about 6 years to realize that manifestation was easier when I did it with my wife. And I'm gonna explain it to you in 60 seconds so it don't take that long for you. Let's do it. Number one, vision multiplies when it's shared. Dreaming alone is powerful. Dreaming with alignment, dangerous as fuck, my guy. Number two, accountability hits different when it sleeps right next to you. It's hard to procrastinate on purpose when your partner is also building. Number three, peace accelerates manifestation. Less chaos, less fucking ego battles, more fucking clarity. You move way faster when the fucking home is solid. Number four, energy fucking matters. Two focused people aiming at the same target. That's compound interest in real fucking life. Number five, she sees blind spots that I fucking can't. I bring structure, she brings intuition. Together, it's logic plus vision. Number six, manifesting isn't magic, it's fucking alignment. Shared values, shared habits, shared discipline. That's what make results stack. And to wrap all of this up, manifestation alone is fucking intention. Manifestation with the right partner is acceleration. Boom, saves you solo grinding, misaligned relationships, and one dream delayed by ego. If they want to pay, call me $5, or just download the 7-Day Life Reset and become a better partner. It took me about 6 years to realize.
Calm down, bro. Calm down. Calm down.
Every day. Excellent. Why you can have friends? You like me? Why you even care? These are very serious questions. I should ask myself, do I give a fuck? That's why I'm here. This shit ain't fucking gay.
My name is Kent. I'm a creative director.
Crunch, crunch, crunch,
crack.
My, how the tables have turned. What you mean leave it alone? You must don't remember when you had me sent to the hospital when you fucked up my back. Good, I'm glad.
40s and baby, crazy 80s, ADHD, concentrate me on my bullshit. No sleep till Brooklyn, full clip, gang, Starris and Jokes. Work the bishop, this queen get the money. Stall got the juice like bees with the honey. Facts encyclopedia, buckshots like the media. Swim and change it, predate social media. Shorty rugged, never smooth. Dudes, sip, sorry, I tell food interlude. I roll them, yeah, let's go rude. Most deaf till I go snap, set it on the left. Last breath, keep shooting till there's no bars left. Put it all faded black and me back to square one. Stardust with a universal trust fund, custom. 99 plus one, better must come. Not a player, I just crush them. What's your function? How I move in the room full of vultures? I keep it authentic cause I do it for the culture. 40s and baby, crazy 80s, ADHD, concentrate me on my bullshit. No sleep till Brooklyn, full clip, gang, Starris and Jokes. Work the bishop, this queen get the money. Stall got the juice like bees with the honey. Facts encyclopedia, buckshots like the media. Swift interchangeable, predate social media. Shorty rugged, never smooth on the groove, low fame. You know I'ma break food on these dudes. Sip, sorry, I tell food interlude. Handcuff and blindfold them, galleon two rules. Most deaf, go snap, set it on the left. Last breath, keep shooting till there's no bars left. Put it all faded black and me back to square one. Stardust with a universal trust fund, custom. 99 plus one, better must come. Not a player, I just crush them. What's your function? How I move in the room full of vultures? I keep it authentic cause I do it for the culture.
Memories, you gon' need 10 of me competing with this energy. DITC, 1/4 century, more than just
What's my way in solid gold stanzas? Crazy legs, 3/4 short and Tony Danza. Who's the boss? Me, of course. Hip hop's the element, primal force. Ain't no fun if us girls can't have none. White lines, planet right, shell tones undone. Put it in the trance with that few girl stance. Rockefeller, even spells with my acapellas. 4-finger ring worth more in your life. Dapper Dan, any track, suit up nice. Addicted to the mic, don't feed me them strike. After midnight, buck wildin', Asiatic black woman, strong like the island. This is Rodney C, first busy beat. And you ain't seen me, cause you don't know the history. Shy rock, vis-a-vis, sparky deep. Cause our frames, dookie rope chains and stripe bleeds.
Care about the memories, you gon' need 10 of them. Care about the memories.
Are a Dodger, like hardcore with the pool. Yes, school, Wesleyan University, RCS homecoming, which is kind of next to me. I think so, because we had the Kevin block. 40s.
Alright, so if you want more than that.
What comes out of your body when you take crawl, I'm walking out every day.
Disgusting. And I'm radically Islamic as well. They twisted him. They twisted his mind out there. It didn't take long. It took a little bit of indoctrination. Yeah, that's it. I was radical for watching Chairman Nick tonight. Charlotte Kirk murder. Suspect Tyler Robinson's week-long preliminary hearing underway. The brief
Tyler Robinson, Utah man accused of assassinating Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk, returned to court Monday for a week-long preliminary hearing. The hearing will determine whether prosecutors have enough evidence to move the case toward trial. Kirk was speaking to a crowd of about 3,000 people on September 10th at Utah Valley University in Orem when investigators say Robinson fired a single shot from a building about 140 yards away, striking Kirk 31 and killing him. So on the first day of testimony, former UVU officer Christopher Bagley testified that he witnessed the shooting and later located an apparent sniper pad on a nearby gravel rooftop. He described impressions in the gravel consistent with someone lying prone with markings suggesting elbows, knees, and feet, offering a clear sight line to Kirk's position. Agent David Hall of the Utah Department of Public Safety also testified, detailing the investigation. We use the term investigation loosely. Robinson reportedly laughed at points during the proceedings. Kirk's widow, Erica Kirk, attended, as did Donald Trump Jr. The defense continues challenging the strength of circumstantial and forensic links. The hearing, expected to run through approximately July 10th and 11th, includes more witness testimony, digital records, and forensics. Experts note prosecutors face a relatively low bar for probable cause, and many believe the case will proceed to trial. All right, so here's a video of one of law enforcement officers testifying Tyler Robinson walking with a limp on UVU campus on the day of Charlie Kirk's murder, shortly before the assassination. It's been suggested he's walking with a limp because of a possible gun or gun part in his pants. All right, so I'm gonna give you a spoiler alert here, folks. The limp is completely inconsistent across the video, as you will see.
Oh, also he didn't die by that gun, so why are you bothering?
Yeah, so
the one thing we know is that gun didn't do it.
All right, so
Okay.
Okay, there it is.
Looks like me walking upstairs, actually.
The left, or the left. Now he is bending the leg. He's bending the knee, and then he walks fine when he gets to the landing. And now he switched to the right leg. He switched to the right leg.
Were they telling him to look like you? I don't understand.
And look, now he's not limping at all.
Well, wow.
Like that's evidence?
Are you saying Jeremy from the quarter didn't do his due diligence on this one?
Well, I was too busy watching a bull fuck his wife.
I shout out to Kino Casino.
All right. So look, he's not even limping when he's at the bottom. There's no limp, right? And now he remembers he's supposed to limp in front of the camera. That's my interpretation, obviously. But he's not limping, and then he's limping, but he's not even doing it well because he's still bending the knee. And now he switches legs. He starts with the left, and then it's the right.
You're spiraling.
Wow, I'm spiraling. Yeah. And now he's not limping at all when he gets down into the parking.
So when he leaves the parking structure, where does he go? He comes up around Campus Drive, as you can see on the video here. There's a
Okay. End wokeness. Somebody's getting paid. Bad day for the Tyler Robinson was not on campus that day. Retards.
I don't know what that means. And I never said he was on campus. Everybody said, I know the gun couldn't have killed Charlie Kirk, though. There's no way that rifle did it. Even if it could shoot, which it could. That was not 30-aught.
Yeah. It's just amazing how obvious it is these people are told what to say and what propaganda to pump out.
I'm going to text out my friend right now because she's in a hurry to just say Israel's good for, I don't understand, presumably Christian reasons, but it makes no sense doctrinally.
No, man. Pretty much everyone had thought that way as cut off all contact with me.
You're worse than me because you're Jewish. Yeah, you're worse than me.
Oh yeah, well they call me a Kaplan.
Oh,
Kaplan,
okay.
'cause that's
You know,
what they,
it's funny. You
that's
know,
what they
like-
call the ones who would help the Nazis.
like George Soros, or
Yeah,
or
well,
people
well,
that got
well, yeah,
killed Jews
exactly.
on October 7th. Yeah.
Southern Syndicate, the same eyes, nose, chin. Definitely the same person. I'm willing to admit I was mistaken, as you can see. There's no face in that video. There's no face in that video. And a friend of the show, Jimmy Dore, it's the same guy.
Wow.
The truth. Patsy Tyler Robinson lost track of which leg was limping. Yeah, we showed it to you 3 times. 3 times. He's not limping, and then he's limping with the left, and then he's limping with the right, and then he's not limping again. Darn it, was it the left or right leg? Oh, I messed it up. Welcome to the show trial of show trials. Proof ran this video. Yep. Stu Peters. New pics from the excavation of Charlie's crime scene show that they really did remove 10 plus inches of earth before paving it over. Total cleanup job to prevent anyone from inspecting the soil beneath Charlie's feet. I'm sorry, how much more obvious could you be? This is one of the most important crime scenes in the country. Who would do that? Unless you're trying to cover it up.
A bunch of shitbag Utah Mormons in league with a bunch of other scumbags. And by the way, Charlie getting hit in the neck with what I think is a radio, just like the Lebanon pager thing that all the Michael Rappaport scumbags thought was real funny, where they blew up that little girl's face and some guy's dick on it.
Yeah.
Who had nothing to do with it. Clearly, that's one thing. You know, I had a bad joke that I like to tell these Zoomer kids that will bring back the draft and they're going for sure, and not to try to queer their way out of it like they always try to do. You know, they try to queer their way out of all life's problems. And I said, now that we knew this day was coming, ever since we found out that Jews can blow up our vapes with a text message. That's a dumb joke. It's a very stupid joke. It's like a throwaway thing on the way to the show.
Yeah.
After the show, a drunk guy comes up to me to tell me his cousin is in Mossad. He goes, dude, that's hilarious. You said that. They've been doing that since 2007, blowing up people's vapes. He said to me, not mad. Like, that's he didn't know I knew about it. Is that fucking crazy?
Wow. Truth. Sometimes you stumble on the truth. All right, so James Lee here picked up something else they mentioned here about him being in a car with 3 guys and with a bald guy driving.
I believe that's Tyler Robinson.
Right, and where does he go from there?
He heads out of the parking garage on foot into the campus, and actually goes to the quad area of the campus. At that time, he makes contact with some representatives from TPUSA.
I'm sorry, what? Tyler Robinson was making contact with representatives from TPUSA? I don't know, might be kind of relevant to figure out who. Now, interestingly, an eyewitness testimony confirmed by the same agent in court claimed that Tyler Robinson was seen driving around in a vehicle with a bald man and 3 others. Okay, take a listen.
I remember reading the report at some point, yes.
And do you remember that the Nobles told you that the driver of the vehicle was bald?
I do remember that being in the report, yes.
And you didn't mention that today when you were talking about that ring camera, did you?
I did not.
And did they also tell you there were 3 other people in the car?
Yes, I believe they thought that was the case.
A bald man and 3 others. This is by no means an allegation. I'm not insinuating anything other than here is a bald man with 3 other people. If you know, you know.
Yeah, careful. These people are very litigious, James. Be careful.
I think that McCoy scumbag, his father, so Pastor Rob McCoy, his dad, Roy McCoy, is the head of PSYOPs for the Navy. Did you know that?
Really? No, I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you dig into these people, you very often find those connections.
All of them, much like the whole 60s is connected to Navy and Air Force and shit. We don't have anything organic here at all. Okay? If it is, it's co-opted.
Stu Peters, the defense. Wasn't there also another bullet on a different building? Yes. Was that considered a scene worth preserving? No, it's not. The than Jimmy. Can't make this stuff up. All right, so let's hear that. I mean, honestly, crazy that anyone thinks that this is legit. We have that there.
Excuse me, hey. I will buy you lunch if you can tell me how many subscriptions you're paying for.
I only have like 3 trust funds.
That's what everyone says. Let me download Rapid Money on your phone and see if you're right. Wow, so you actually have 23, which is costing you $550 a month.
No, that can't be.
I knew this would happen. Yes. And it also says you're paying for a second DoorDash account, which means you're going to buy me lunch.
So now I have to call and cancel these?
No. You can cancel it right in the app. All it takes is just a few taps. Watch. Boom.
Wow, that was crazy. Okay.
Jane, of what the known scenes were. In other words, the area where there might potentially be evidence that you needed to process.
I know that the amphitheater area was cordoned off and managed as best it could with the number of people that were there. I was also made aware that there was a rooftop area that had been secured, and also an area off of the side of that building that had been secured by an officer.
And that building was the Losi building.
Correct.
Wasn't there also a bullet found on another building?
I believe an unfired bullet had been found on another building at some point during my time there on September 10th. Yeah.
Which building was that, sir?
I don't recall.
Was that considered a scene that was worth preserving?
It was not. My recollection is that was accounted for as an ejected cartridge from an officer who had cycled his rifle.
Okay, I thought you said it was a unfired bullet. Now you're saying it was a
That's correct.
cartridge?
When a weapon is cleared,
Uh-huh.
an officer would make his rifle ready, which would chamber around.
Oh, I got you.
My understanding was that that's how that was accounted for.
So an officer claimed that bullet belonged to him or her?
That's my recollection, is that was how it was accounted for.
What?
And when was that accounted for?
I don't know specifically.
Do you remember what type of bullet that was?
I don't.
Was it a 30-06? Do you remember?
I don't.
Do you know where that bullet is now?
I don't.
Yeah, no, that's how they always handle bullet casings found in a high-profile, high-stakes murder case.
Why would it be thought? So he didn't fire a shot? I don't understand.
Right. Why was he emptying the chamber if he didn't fire a shot? Why was he clearing the chamber? No. I mean, this whole thing, it's as you would expect from this crew, this administration. This is such a bad cover-up. I feel insulted as an American. The JFK assassination, it is not.
Well, that wasn't good either, honestly. None of these, if you go back and look at them, stand up to any scrutiny whatsoever.
I guess so. If we,
No.
yeah.
How about how E. Howard Hunt, they arrested 3 hobos. Remember that? And one of them's E. Howard Hunt, the other 2 are CIA as well. What?
Right.
Why?
Right. Yeah.
What? Like,
fair
how about
enough.
finding a passport of the guy who flew the plane in 9/11?
And this is back in the JFK assassination days. That's why it led to so much speculation. That was at a time when people believed in the government and they didn't believe that. So, point taken.
We invented a conspiracy theory to discredit people. We don't trust the government.
Right. So Candace, this out, breaking news. Ben Shapiro just confessed on his show that while Charlie was being transported to the hospital and bleeding out to death, his security was on the phone with Charlie's security receiving updates. I knew it. All right, let's see what Ben let slip here.
I remember where I was when all this was happening. I was in Los Angeles. I had sort of a breakfast/lunch meeting with somebody, and I got the news that Charlie had been shot, and my security was on the phone with Charlie's security because nobody knew what the hell was going on. Well, Charlie was still in the back of the car, and we were sort of getting updates along the way. At 2:40 p.m.
Okay. So Candace is a little further in her text. Someone explained to me why during the minutes while Charlie was dying in the backseat of the car, Charlie's security team was providing updates to Ben Shapiro's team rather than focusing entirely on saving Charlie's life and finding the killer. I will remind you all that Brian Harpole, one of the security members who was in that car en route to the hospital, is currently suing me and is using Ben Shapiro's lawyer, who has sued me relentlessly on Ben's behalf for the last 3 years. Ben Shapiro hated Charlie. Everyone knew that. So why the hell was this demon receiving updates in the mere minutes after Charlie was hit en route to the hospital? Who on Charlie's security team betrayed him in this way?
Was it the family guy?
I mean, or owned by one. Why didn't Ben mention this before today, that he was receiving status updates while Charlie was bleeding out? I clocked that Ben was too invested in this. His energy on stage demanding that Megyn Kelly call me evil, and his overprotective stance on Erica always registered to me as deeply nervous. Ben Shapiro is satanic. Everything in my soul tells me he worships Satan literally. Look at his demeanor in this clip. We need to find out exactly who on Charlie's team betrayed him by providing immediate updates to this parasite.
He's Chabad, so yeah, say this. Chabad. Chabad's not good. They're Chabad. They're real. They didn't tell.
You know what, Kurt, you just reminded me, man. Ever since I did that tunnel segment, I still get people who come over to do dissonance who are like, yeah, checking on those tunnels. This is what I'm gonna say, man. This is what I'm gonna say. This is all I'm gonna say, man. I was just gonna say, man. They just found 72 girls in a tunnel with the Chabad. And I called up Keith and I said, you know, man, next time I'm on Jimmy's, I might have to apologize.
It doesn't look, look, I was in New York too, man. We all thought that sewer Jews was was some kind of cryptid.
Yeah, man.
Like Bigfoot.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we haven't seen Bigfoot. Yeah. We have found the Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, it was like Bigfoot with Teus.
My theory was it was a Porky situation. They're trying to look through a hole to Bigfoot.
Listen, this is all I'm gonna say, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fucking kids getting pulled out of these tunnels. I don't. It seems like every other week they got kids in these tunnels. It's getting a little creepy.
It's a Hamas-like.
Getting a little weird. Getting a little suspicious.
Well, Chabad is like the Moonies. The Moonies are an intel thing that's propped up by CIA. Chabad is some kind of intel thing like that. And that's why Bondi Beach, a bunch of members of Chabad got, false flag killed.
Yeah.
Because it's a cult with useful.
Yeah, I mean, Chabad is basically like a cross between the Amish and the ultra-Orthodox. Mm-hmm. And if you've never been there, it'll blow your mind. Like, you wouldn't believe that this exists in New York City, because you got hipster Williamsburg. You cross the street, every business, every house, every school is Chabad loving. They own every single thing. There's not one person who's not a member who has any property, any business, anything.
It's very
within this boundary. Yeah,
it's very fundamentalist Mormon, which funding Mormons have an obsession with both Israel and with England for some reason. Well, I know why, because they're a Masonic thing. But I don't have any problem with. I remember I rented in Bushwick from this guy Allen, who had to be. Well, maybe he's just an Orthodox Jew, but he's a very fair guy, I thought. It's just that people that are in that, I was in Jehovah's Witnesses, okay? So I'm in what you would call the right-hand path. I didn't know there were two paths in it at the time, by the way. Right. So it's a control group. And America's is lousy with these all these like kind of cults turned denominations of religions. Right. All of them are some oligarch. They're all cut out of something. All of them. All the you know what? I think we have faith healers, evangelicals, and shit because of the Kardashian family back in the day. Look up Avok Hagobian, an Armenian guy who looked like Jesus, who looked like the guy from the Jesus movie. They were trotting around all the Russell Brand shows recently.
Yeah.
There's a guy like that in Palm Springs, and it's some oligarchs like engineering what our religions are going to be for their own like world conquering purposes. That's where we got all evangelical, all that prosperity gospel shit. That's purely Luciferian. I mean, Candace can say that too about Ben, but Candace, I mean, you joined Catholicism as an adult, and I don't know I don't know if you think they're good, but they're not.
Yeah.
It's in the same boat, Candace. So
All
let's
right. Baron Coleman, I genuinely hope this gets answered. Why, in all of the chaos of trying to keep a man alive, did someone think, you know what we really need to do here, man? We need to make sure podcaster Ben Shapiro knows what's going on before we get to the hospital. Because that's weird. Yeah, it is.
Well, they were really good friends, and Ben loved it. It's not like Ben called him an anti-Semite 2 weeks before, right?
Right.
It's like Ben and Laura Loom are all, and we reported on the show, and my friend Carrie, I'm trying to fucking explain it to. I saw an opinion, sweetie. I was reporting this, next thing I know, the guy's dead. And I was trashing him.
Right.
I was saying that his face was like a Gaza, like he had squished all his features into one Gaza on his face as a war crime. I was saying crazy shit about this guy. And I think this poor fucker had no idea. When he tried to look, they killed him. That's what I think.
That's why you had to move to Austin. Senior officer Christopher Low Battery Bagley, whose body camera died while he was on the rooftop.
What's
no, I
amazing?
think my battery died. Yeah, no, it happens all the time.
What if
Happens
he's up in
all
the
the time. It's very, very convenient. So here's the score, folks. Again, from Baron Coleman. Please list the Fed sloppers who have reported the following before the preliminary hearing started. 1. 89 to 95% of the DNA on the screwdriver and towel came from Lance Twiggs. 2. The woman who provided the ring footage of Tyler Robinson's car reported it was driven by a bald man with 3 passengers. 3. The limping man switched the legs that limped and bent the limping leg with ease every so often. 4. The man alleged to be Tyler Robinson arrived on campus at 8:30 a.m., walked to the quad, and met with representatives from TPUSA. 5. The officer who responded to the LOSE Center had his body-worn camera stop working when he arrived at the roof. 6. The officer who responded to the LOSE Center roof was accompanied by an unidentified man with a gun and badge from an unidentified agency. 7. Officers have no identifying information for the person on the LOSE Center roof, including an inability to identify his height, face, or clothing. 8. Officers can only state the guy on the LOSE Center roof was carrying a long item and cannot state that it is a gun. Anyone? Perhaps more importantly, do any of the Fed sloppers see a problem with any of this? But hey, man, the Bin HQ, they got the receipts here, man. Tyler Robinson killed Charlie Kirk. This video shows exactly what happened. Conspiracy theorists, your pathetic little alternate reality fan fiction is getting embarrassing. Touch grass.
I want to, but they took it away. They paved over it.
He's talking.
I wanted to talk.
He's talking to you. Here's the evidence. Here's the proof. This is going to shut you down, man. This is going to shut you down. It's going to send you back to the Mormon church. Man.
Go on.
Conspiracy theorists insist no 30-06 could possibly behave this way. The round blasted into Charlie Kirk's neck, crushed his vertebra, and ricocheted downward toward his heart, only to be stopped dead by his legendary Superman neck of super-dense steel-like bone.
Yes.
It created no exit wound and lodged harmlessly just beneath the skin, which experts hailed as a miracle that saved the bystanders standing behind him. Up on the rooftop, Tyler Robinson didn't just break down his rifle. He shredded it apart in a ridiculous hyperspeed blur using nothing but his bare hands. Then he sprinted across the roof and launched himself off the edge with expert parkour precision. Tyler made the conscious expert decision to reassemble his rifle one last time and place it under a tree in a bush. He then changed back into his blue jeans and maroon t-shirt in hyperspeed. Time for up.
Every drive depends on one thing: brakes you can trust. Our certified technicians check every detail. Brake services include a free brake evaluation plus lifetime pad and shoe replacement and up to $100 off select brake services. The boys, we keep you moving.
Monopoly, I challenge ye to a duel. Where might one duel to the death distance? Play the new Simpsons event in Monopoly Go today.
All right, so I hope that sets all this to bed.
I feel like a fool for what I said before.
You're a fool. You're a fool.
I'm sorry. I now realize God was wrong. And
Is it? This is why I hosted. I wanted to set the record straight on Tyler Robinson. I know you guys throw around a lot of loose talk over
I did.
here.
I got to text Carrie and tell her she's right. Carrie, I
Yes.
was wrong.
Yeah, text
I
your
just saw
friend.
how it-
Text your friend. Text your friend. That
I'm
would
gonna
be
text her
something.
now.
Yeah, this is incredibly incompetent cover up, and I think part of the problem they're having, unlike the JFK assassination, this is happening in a world of cell phones and social media where everyone is watching this trial. You're not able to control the flow of information like you used to be able to. If you wanted to see footage of the JFK assassination back then, how were you going to see that? How were you going to watch that?
I had no Dick Gregory. That's how.
Right.
He
Like,
blocked the
how
guy.
are you going to watch it? Now everybody can see the evidence. Everyone's seen this trial, and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's amazing. Very much like the Epstein suicide, in air quotes, suicide. It's incredible that they didn't cover it up better, right? This is just how do you release a video where he clearly is intentionally trying to do a limp that he was told to do, Maurice, and have him keep switching lanes, and then why would you not even offer that into evidence after that? Like, why would you use it?
Because you're
this
a team
is how
online.
little respect they have for you.
They don't have to, because statistically you're stupid, number one. Right now, okay, if I talk, I'll tell you, there's people I talk to, they have no idea about anything going on. They think we've been winning in Iran. They think Trump's been doing great. There's a bunch of people. If you're a boomer who, the interest rates he didn't lower because screw you kids, right? These boomers are, I know they vote because they're, so they've done the studies of what they have to do and how much they have to give a shit, and it ain't much. And let's face it, I'm not watching this show, but most of the people are dumb as fuck. Most of them are not fit to even be pizza or beef jerky. They poisoned most of the people. By the way, the name of it, I used to say, oh, it's MK retard. It'd be fun. No, it's called Gestalt. It's actually called Project Gestalt. I found out the real name of it. That's the mass rollout. So that's why Fox News is just for one guy, the president. Just the way MSNBC was just for Biden.
Right.
Pop him in front and just maybe sat by the TV.
Right. Sure.
And then they use the auto pen. That's what they do with Trump. Of course, your dumb parents can watch too. But it's actually to help keep programming the guy in charge who's a dumb puppet anyway. And that, look, anybody that stands up to anything, when I hear people tell me they didn't like Massey, and I'm like, why? Oh, he courted the wrong people's.
Right.
What the fuck are you talking? What did he lie about? Oh, you got nothing, just some high school popularity nonsense. Oh, what a surprise. That's America. You know,
that's it. I mean, literally, first it was the TV for a long time, and then the social media. People are hypnotized. They're really hypnotized. They had very, very passionate opinions about shit they know nothing about.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about the thing. It's about how they've been programmed.
That's right.
To respond in a Pavlovian reaction.
You don't have to be
when
that
the
way.
subject of the thing comes up,
So
you just react.
Dude, here's an example. My buddy Scott Horton, who I like very much, I think is very smart. He just believes 9/11 happened how they said because he's got a beef with, I don't know, Alex Jones or religious people or something. He told me he has a blind spot towards anything like religion. I guess he likes death metal. Who gives a shit? The point is, you don't have to be dumb. It's not a matter of dumb. It's just this thing of like, my brain can't allow me to this possibility. I have a certain Overton acceptable window. If you've been to academia, you've been programmed in a way to make you the most compartmentalized, stupid motherfucker. I went to go see Eric Weinstein with Duncan talking at the University of Texas.
Right.
Anyway, his talk was, we should be able to talk about this, and he's not wrong. Okay, it was weird when I wanted to talk about shit. He was suddenly he's one. But when I want to bring up Gaza, so I'm like, don't you have everything? I thought you did everything. Okay, and he said to me, you think Epstein was like a main guy? I go, no, of course not. He was a node in a much larger network. He goes, if the whole truth came out, it would end the world. And I went, oh no. I'm having a podcast and watch on Eric. It's called Can You Hear Yourself?
Right.
Oh, no, So that means he's smart enough to understand how bad it is, but thinks it's for the best if it doesn't come out. So this punk ass country, I mean, honest to God, I want to say fuck you for your service to everybody that's helping it. They eat kids. If this was the 17th, remember the whiskey rebellion, which I think was over whiskey? People are ready to go shoot. We just had a revolution. They're going to go shoot General Washington over this shit. He marched him in chains barefoot because he's a scumbag too. Fuck him. Fuck the founding fathers. Except Jefferson.
Those some strong words there, Kurt.
I don't give a fucking shit. They eat kids. Now's the time for a satanic panic. Now's the time to panic. Satanic panic. Now, assholes. I'm so disgusted. Me and one black guy at the airport in Georgia give a shit. I can't feel that's right. This is fucking crazy. And we're, you think the election?
Man, I mean, the country is like a cult. Like, the whole country needs to be deprogrammed.
Dude, we're
like, everyone, you want to see evidence of how hypnotized people? I never have people come at me as hard as they do if I say something about pop culture.
Right.
Now, what the fuck does that matter? Really? Why do you feel more strongly than that than if I said, you know what, I don't believe in a minimum wage? You would not have anyone. I think a black element Troy is a good idea. Like that shit, how hypnotized do you have to be to care that much about that? What is it? Why is this really significant in your life? Why is it more significant than things that materially affect you because you're programmed that?
Because I feel helpless in that area, but in the world of social stuff.
Wow.
Because our government's the same as student council. The class president and the president of the United States not only get the same level of information, apparently, they have the same level of power. And it's a big pageant. And that's why all the Nazis are gay. And all the other people that are doing these bad things, they're all trying to be
they like the uniforms.
Well, they like uniforms and theater. And the government's theater, and all the bad Nazi theater, and all the things are theater. And that's, I mean, dude, Richard Spencer, remember I'm trying him out?
Yeah,
that obvious gay guy. Again, I don't care if he's gay. I think he knocked up some Nazi chick, actually. Why? Who's happy? But it's all because it's a play. I mean, it is.
Right.
I don't know if you're not going to see through it now after the Epstein files. I cursed Gavin McGinnis out. Fuck you, Gavin. I'll slap the shit out of you. For probably anything I said, you bitch. You CIA cutout. Fucking cunt. Cut out the country. All these people, he goes, well, I couldn't find anything in there about that. He gave me the old Michael Tracy.
Oh, really?
They had the nerve to say low IQ to me, the guy that did look at it.
Has everyone lost their minds?
Yes.
Everyone's lying. That's not Michael Tracy. Hey, look, man, it takes a lot of courage to carve out a lane in rape apologia as a journalist. So hats off.
I don't think he's a shill, Michael Tracy. I think.
I don't think he's paid by him.
Who would?
No. I think this is.
I think he likes lolicon. That's what I think. That's what I'm based on it. He likes teen girls. Is how I interpret what he's doing.
I think every time he sees someone get accused of rape, he says, "That could have been me."
Yeah, he's afraid of moral panics. He said.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Really?
Which I am too, but there's a balance between being a knee-jerk believer and a knee-jerk skeptic. He's a knee-jerk skeptic at this point. Like that's not any more balanced.
Michael, is there a genocide in Israel or not? See, once I saw them do a genocide in broad daylight with most of the people that I know not aware of it, they're not going to look up what genocide is, which Holocaust victims invented. The whole definition was invented by Holocaust victims, right? Which we know happened for sure, because that's why Israel's so vicious. They couldn't be this vicious unless something as awful as that had happened. That's how they controlled this golem they built called Israel. Okay? Right. So once they can hide that, and not even they don't hide it, they brag about it. Right. So of course they can hide a UFO, or if they fall hang up the devil, they can hide it.
For them, everyone they kill is a Nazi. So
they can hide dragons.
What could you not justify?
Yeah.
All right. On that note, so that's in the can. Before Gavin McGinnis
sues her, sues the
He
show.
won't do nothing. He's such a Canadian punk. Shut up, Gavin, you royal bitch. You know,
All right.
everybody could invent one CIA cutout by mistake, which was Vice Magazine. That can happen
Yeah.
to everybody. But then
Yeah.
the Proud Boys, two? Nobody
No.
does two and then defends Epstein. You fucking I don't know what he works for, but it ain't good.
I mean, most of these people who come to that kind of prominence, they're being paid by somebody. That's
Yeah, of
why.
course.
They're-
And then-
That's
and then-
why their signal gets boosted.
Yeah, he said the same opinion as Nick Fuentes about Epstein and also Zionists, that Israel didn't have nothing to do with it. Wow, that's weird.
Hey, come see me on tour. We'll be in Burbank, California, August 30th with the live celebrity panel show. And then September 18th through the 20th in Chicago, Illinois and Rosemont, Illinois. Go to jimmygo.com for a link for tickets.
The lower the fee, the higher the profit. Jim gets that. That's why we charge just 1.99% per sale. Nothing more than that. No setup costs, no sneaky charges, no surprise deductions after the sale. Sell $2 for $2,000. Same fee. Take payments straight from your phone. Apple Pay, Google Pay, debit, credit, and they can tap.
Frank Dorland watched quietly.
All right, 6 o'clock. Get about here. Give me some dinners. All right, good. Well, no less than halfway through. Pink in the background. A little teeny brush. Nah, it is what it is. But it definitely looks better with a nice, crisp outline and not all that hazy overspray. Like I said, I've never had to really do this much on any of the other whispers that I sprayed because the colors are very similar in the other ones. On purpose, I've been wanting the colors to kind of match a lot. But this right here is such a big contrast with that black that I already knew like it was going to be a tough cover up. So it is what it is. Well, shit. Oh, today Thursday, tomorrow. Oh shit, tomorrow Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll try to at least finish this background by the weekend. If we put a couple hours in tomorrow and get up early Saturday and Sunday morning and get some good hours in, we might can get this background tightened up over the weekend. And if not, we'll, dang, we just won't. Anyway, I appreciate everybody coming to hang out and chill in the studio with me for a little while this afternoon. I hope you guys have a great evening, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace. We're out of here.